Hello, everyone. I just finished working out, and I really felt impressed to do a video about what's going on. I believe in honesty, and I believe in not being fake. Well, let's put it that way. And I feel like on Facebook, you're told not to post, the bad stuff happening in your life, or, air your dirty laundry on Facebook and so on. Come here, Pepsi. And so, I don't really talk about what happens in my life outside of Avon, other than Yusuf, of course. But I really feel prompted to talk about, my life and what's going on. I'm sure that all of you who, look on my wall, life is great. I make great money with Avon. Able to, purchase luxurious things, go on trips, all expenses all over the world and so on. But what I don't talk about is, what goes on behind closed doors. And, this is something I've never spoke about. But maybe this is part of what I need to be able to heal is talking about it. So I suffer from depression. And probably I have for a lot of my life. Probably didn't recognize it or want to admit it for a long time. I've always, struggled with weight that goes along with depression. And finally, when I moved here to Calgary, it got really bad. And it was so bad that I didn't want to get out of bed. I would sit and watch Netflix literally all day, drop Yusuf off at school, come home, watch Netflix. It was to the point where I would just order groceries online. I didn't want to go out in public, didn't want to talk to anyone. Not only do I think this affected, me health-wise, but I think I know it's also influenced Yusuf. It's definitely affected my personal business as well. So thank goodness I have great mentors that I have in my life. And they suggested that, of course, I go to a doctor, so I did, and I am on medication, even though I don't necessarily 100% agree on it. I've never been on anything all my life just because I'm always afraid of the side effects, but things are pretty bad. So I started feeling a little bit better, but I noticed that I don't know if it's the medication more so than doing things, everyday things in my life. So I know there's people out there who suffer from depression as well. Maybe you're an Avon rep and maybe you're just a friend or a friend of a friend watching this. But I also believe that there are things that I could do outside of just medication that actually make me feel better. I know my mentor told me, to make sure that I meditate every day, and meditation, helps clear the mind, helps you think of positive things, and I know that that's one thing that I can do that's free, and it's healthy for me both mentally and it really helps me get through the day because I don't know, after I meditate, I just feel maybe a little bit lighter, a little bit clearer. Definitely 100% if I don't work out, it's a stay in bed kind of day. I mean, I'm lucky because I can do my business 100% in my pajamas in bed, like I did yesterday. But there's more to life than that, right? I think to myself, how much time have I wasted? How many experiences have I missed out on because I, was in denial, or I didn't know how to deal with depression, or I just didn't have the energy or knowledge of what to do. So another thing, I have great people. Thank you to, Pearl and Julia and Rami and Roberta and Gail. Those are all people that I've been able to vent to. Thank goodness they're there for me. And it's always usually something negative. So it's important to have that support system. I think something that might be a little more effective, so I'm not bringing everybody down, is, you know, to maybe journal a little bit more. I know when I journal, you know, just stuff comes out, and sometimes it's stuff that I might not even think of myself. So I'm going to start doing a lot more, you know, journaling. But, you know, those people out there, and, you know, anyone who feels down, or, you know, feels depressed, and, you know, you don't want to get up, you don't want to talk to people, you don't want to do things, it really is a mental push. I mean, I'm lucky that I'm still at the top of, the company, and I have had to do some rebuilding, because my first quarter I was literally so depressed that I didn't even want to leave the house. Now I have to rebuild, because, you know, if you don't do anything, obviously you're losing. So I'm at the point now where I physically and mentally have to change that, and I need to push myself. It's not easy. You know, maybe a lot of people think, you know, top earners in a company, that, you know, it might be easy for them, that, you know, their life is really easy, but I can attest to you it's not. Every day it's a struggle for me to get up and to be positive and to work my business, but I do it. And I always feel better every time I go out and I'm able to talk to people about the opportunity, and I'm out training. I feel 100% better. So if you're a teammate of mine, meet with me as much as possible. But I just really felt like, you know, it's not talked about, you know, the negative things, or, you know, the things that are happening in people's lives. And you know, I used to think, oh, it's so easy for, you know, these other people. But they have their own stuff they're dealing with as well. So, you know, keep positive, and you're in control of your life. You've got to move forward. You've got to be strong. Prayer has also helped me a lot. You know, just having someone to be able to talk to, and actually, I, you know, have my prayers answered. I've literally asked for things, and things have happened. So whatever you believe in, you know, if it's the energy, the universe, if it's God, whatever, you know, some sort of higher power does exist. So just take it day by day. Get out of bed every day. You know, look after yourself, look after your health, exercise, meditate, journal. These are all things that you can do that's free. It's kind of a relief for me to you know, maybe admit, or let other people know that, you know, my life is not perfect, and I got to where I am, and I struggle every day. And you know, it might be something that's hereditary. My dad dealt with a lot of this stuff as well. I definitely don't want, you know, Yusuf to see me like this, and then have it affect him, and also, you know, go on from generation to generation. So I need to put a stop to this. So anyways, I hope you have a great day. This is a really hard video for me to do, but just felt like I was impressed to do it. So have a great day, everyone.